What's up, people? What it do? Listen, how y'all been? We're going to talk about relationships today. We really are. We're going to talk about the hard stuff that people really don't want to address. Let's start with the relationship with a mother and her son, or a son and a mother. That's where it typically starts when we want to talk about how men don't respect women. I actually did a video about this, but it didn't come across like I needed it to, so I ended up deleting it, and this was a few days ago. But I keep going on social media, and I keep seeing all of these fake, flawed, fucked up ass, ideas or, representations of relationships. And it's not that. You're never going to get the relationship you're seeking. I'm going to say it again until you finish the sentence because I've said it enough. True story. You got to work from self. You got to work for self. You got to start within. And there is no way anybody, at least in my age group, can say that they've completely healed. Let's think about it. If you've been bombarded and loaded up with 30 years of dysfunction, how do you think 2 years of healing is going to remove that or undo that? It's impossible. It's impossible. They say a child really doesn't start to remember things until the age of 3. So I would probably say from 3 years on, you will probably have some dysfunction to unravel. And then not even only that, a woman can actually transfer her emotions, that energetic like if energy is y'all, if energy is frequency and vibration, it can't be destroyed. It can only be transmuted, but it can be passed. Transfer of energy. So if a mother is up in a roar, if a mother is stressed to the max and she's dealing with a whole bunch of BS and she's pregnant at the time, she's most definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, going to transfer that energy onto her unborn fetus. And then you have mothers that go on with that for months, the entire pregnancy. So basically they birth a full-term version of depression. You ever see these children that actually from the outside looking in, and even if you were to go sit in their house, like they have a pretty decent lifestyle, but you see that child, and that child is still reserved. Speaking from experience, what you see now may be healed. You may be seeing the healed version of what the child had to experience or endure during her procreation. She had fucked up as father emotionally, fucked up as mother emotionally. So you get a ball of chaos procreating, and they make this seed. They're already fueling this seed with destruction, self-destruction mentally, because the seed is going to have to fight harder to clear that dysfunction that they know nothing about, unbeknownst to them. Yeah, follow me here. So the seed comes up into fruition. And there's a void. They don't know why they feel so empty. They don't know how to express these feelings. They don't know what to do about them. And it's driving them nuts. They age, they progress, and they're still trying to figure out why the fuck I feel like this. What's going on? Every time something good, yada boom. All this, I don't know. It's just darkness out of nowhere. I can't figure this shit out. It's driving me insane. That ain't your shit. That ain't your pain. You walking around with other people unhealed drama. Unhealed trauma. The energy was transferred over to you. And you grew up into it, solidified it, and it became your life. You were never really living. Whatever you thought you were feeling wasn't really true, because it wasn't really penetrating to get to the real you. And it all started at conception. You understand? So that's how I know that people have work to do. And see, this is my assignment. I fought from that. I ran and fought this for a very long time. But it wasn't until I started getting in alignment with the divine and following my assignment that I started to receive my abundance and blessings. So I'm doing something right. This is my fight. My fight is to wake people up and let them know that we got healing to do on the inside, because I'm born into temperance. I understand. I don't have to agree. So the shit that we ain't been agreeing about, I can bring some type of understanding on. It's cool. I'm okay with that. All I know is we're not going to get to the bottom of any type of relationship with man or woman until we deal with the relationship with self. There's so much self-hatred amongst us, and it doesn't have to be. We were taught to hate self. Anytime you glorify yourself or you're walking your ego, fuck that. You damn right. I'm conceited and my ego has a reason. See that halfway wink I'm learning to do? Almost got it, boo. No, seriously, go and look up that article I wrote. It's a real life story. I'm conceited and my ego has a reason. It was actually published front page on Katana. It's a newfound perspective on ego. And as I stated, it was published front page, so clearly somebody had to agree with it. But we got to start within. Once we start tweaking this shit, I promise you, and it's hard, but once you get through the hard part, it becomes a little easier. But once we finally do that, you're going to see the beauty. You're going to start feeling. You're going to start receiving shit in its authentic form. And only when you do that, you're going to be able to recognize your divine partner. Because, see, divine partners and divine unions, they have an assignment too. Once you clear you up, your objective is to be receptive, to gravitate towards your divine partner, so that you can create that divine union, so that the two of you can collectively change the world for the greater. True story. But right now, we're in a state of collective stagnation and self-hatred. And you know what they say. Hurt people hurt people. So yeah. Love self enough to fix self. Love self enough to want more. That's it. We at 8 minutes already, y'all. And I'm going to let this one be short. But seriously, we'll build on it. We'll eventually talk about relationships with man and woman, after one can stand on its own. Until next time, make it do what it do, boo.